Hey guys, Sean here, and you're about to watch a weekly Q&A call that I do in the free Facebook group. Before you do so, I just wanted to invite you real quick to join the Facebook group so that you can exchange ideas with other publishers, mastermind, connect with them. So far, we have over 4,000 members and it is growing quickly. You will also receive 2 bonuses by joining. The first one is how to generate lasting income on Amazon KDP case study. This is basically a case study to show you how I went from 0 to multiple 6 figures on Amazon KDP. And the second reason why you want to join is so that you can attend these weekly Q&A call live and ask me questions directly. So I hope to see you inside the group and enjoy the video.
All right, cool. Good morning, everybody. It's 8 a.m. over here. This is the weekly Q&A that we do in the free Facebook group. And I usually like to wait a couple minutes to see if other people want to tune in. But in the meantime, I guess I'll just explain that this is, again, a free live Q&A that I do every single week in the free group. And you guys can tune in and listen in or ask me any questions directly. So at the same time, every single week, I like to focus on one topic. If there's any questions, about anything, I go and answer that. But if not, then I like to focus on one topic and kind of expand on that. So we started with keyword research, turned into, week 1 was keyword research, week 2 was Amazon ads, week 3 was email marketing, week 4 was book promotion or book marketing in general. So we always, switch around topics, but this week I want to talk about book launch. So I'm going to expand on book launch, and real quick, I do apologize that I got something with the throat going on, so I might be coughing or clearing my throat a lot. Hopefully it's not too distracting like just now. So anyways, if you're watching this on YouTube, because I started uploading the recording on YouTube, I want to invite you guys to join the free Facebook group. The link is in the description so that you can ask any questions directly, and I can answer it for you. So in terms of the time, it is 8 a.m. Bali time, which is 8 p.m. Eastern time every single week. So again, it's 8 p.m. Eastern time. And Alexander, I see your comment. How's it going? Thanks for tuning in. All right. So as we wait for more people, right? Or again, if you guys have any questions, let me know. But I will start talking about book launch, and then we can go into the Q&A if there's any. But for the book launch, so there are a couple things to keep in mind. One is, let's talk about the Amazon algorithm first and how it works. Why do we even do book launch anyways? Why don't we just publish a book and just plop it up there and don't do any marketing? Well, the reason why we don't do that, or if you want to be successful, you shouldn't do that, is because when you first launch your book on Amazon, it has a 30-day new book boost, or like a new release boost that Amazon gives. You get extra exposures for your book, so Amazon will place your book in more categories, more keywords, just have people view your books more than usual in the first 30 days. The reason why they do this is because your book is essentially on a trial period, right? So Amazon is seeing, if your book is actually good, if people want to buy your book, if people are liking your book by giving, enough traffic and views to your book, and it's testing it basically. So during this period, especially, you have to tell Amazon that, hey, people like my book. It's getting sales, it's getting reviews, which is a signal that you send to Amazon and let them know that your book should be placed on, high up in the rankings, right? Because if you don't, and if you don't tell Amazon that, your book is selling, your book gets reviews, Amazon's going to be like, well, this book is not selling, which means we're not making any money. This book is not getting any reviews. That means people aren't necessarily liking it. So why, there's no reason for Amazon to show your book on page 1 or rank your book on page 1, because they much rather place a different book that is getting sales and getting reviews on page 1. Okay. So what's going to happen is your book's going to drop to page 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, because you didn't give Amazon that signal. So that is why a book launch, is important. At the same time, though, I do want to, you guys understand that it's not a make it or break it kind of thing. So some people do think, and I kind of made it sound like that too in the past, I guess, but it's not like, your book will forever fail if you don't do a book launch or if you don't do it successfully. And it's not like your book will be, very, very successful if you do a proper book launch. So it's more of a long-term ongoing marketing that's important. So even if you don't do a book launch, right, you can still make your book successful if you start marketing it after the first 30-day period. That's definitely possible. I've done it myself too. And you can also relaunch your book later too, right? By just putting it on a free promotion. You can, republish a book if you update the book, get that new release boost again. So there are many ways to revive a book that's slowed down and get that going. So again, you want to focus on book launch and do everything correctly from the first month right after you publish. But if you cannot, or if the book launch doesn't go as well, that's okay too, because what's more important is the ongoing marketing that you do. So basically focus on both, because both is very important. So in this case, let's talk about book launch. So how do you exactly go about it? The point is, again, in the first 30 days, once your book is live, you want to get as much sales and reviews as possible. So first thing you do is price your book a little lower than normal. Okay. So the reason why we do this is because on Amazon's eyes, we want to basically achieve as low of a BSR as possible. And how do you do that? Well, the best way is to gather as many sales in terms of volume. And obviously, if your book is priced lower, then it's easier to sell, which means the more copies you can sell and the BSR is lower. So that is why for Kindle, typically 99 cents is what people do. For paperbacks, you can decrease it as well. So if you're doing low content, you can even go down to $5.99, $6.99. And if you're doing high content, you can do like $9.99 to start, right? So the point again is to make it as easy as possible for people to buy your book, achieve that low BSR, to tell Amazon that my book is selling. You should rank it, right? So price your book low in the beginning. The next step I like to do, at least, you don't have to, but what I do is once the book is live, I put it on a free promotion for 5 days. The reason why I do this is because I am basically giving a buffer of 5 days to collect reviews from my ARC readers. Okay. So what is an ARC reader, if you're curious what that is? Well, it's a advanced reader copy. Okay. So, advanced review copy. Okay. So basically this is people that you reach out to and give your book for free in advance before it's published, in exchange for their honest review. Okay, so this is a very common practice in book marketing and in publishing in general. So let me backtrack a little bit before talking about what we actually do during the book launch. I'm going to backtrack and talk about the pre-launch, because I guess that's more important, because the pre-launch is how you set up your launch to get a ton of reviews once the book is live. So around 2 weeks before your book is published, you want to start collecting ARC readers. Okay, so you want to basically collect a list of people who are willing to read your book for free in exchange for a review. So how do you do that? Well, if you have an existing email list, obviously it's as easy as sending one email to them saying, hey, my book is coming up on this date. I'm looking for people who wants to read it for free in exchange for an honest feedback. Are you interested? If so, let me know. They'll let you know. You send them a copy, and then you follow up 2 weeks later when the book is live. So that is why email list is very powerful, because you can do that. The next way, if you don't have an email list or an existing audience, obviously you can do the same with social media too if you have a social media following. But let's say you don't have any following at all. Then you have to grind a little bit, but the thing is there's no way around that, so you just have to, okay? But you can do a Facebook groups reach out. So you can essentially do the same thing with any social media channels, but Facebook group is the easiest because it's the easiest to find targeted list of people within the groups, right? Because there's literally groups for every single topic. So you can find targeted audience very quickly, and you can reach out to them easily because you can make a post and engage. With other social media channels, it's a little trickier to do that. So what you want to do is join relevant Facebook groups, right? Relevant as in like, related to your topic, and you start engaging with them, get to know them, right? And you make a post saying, hey guys, I'm actually an author, upcoming author, and I have a book that is coming up on this topic. And since you guys, I see you guys ask a lot of questions on this book will talk about this. I think it'll be very beneficial for you guys. But I'm not selling it because I actually want to offer it for free. And all I'm looking for is a consideration to leave a review. Okay. And the reason why we say consideration is because you cannot demand a review. You cannot make it mandatory on Amazon because it's against the KDP guidelines. So we're just going to word it as consideration. But anyways, you're basically offering, a free a free copy of your book in exchange for a review, right, in the group. And a lot of people will be interested because, you're essentially giving them a free book. So they will reach out to you, or you will reach out to them if they expressed interest, and you'll start giving them a PDF copy of the book, right, via email or Facebook Messenger. Make sure you keep a list of the names and how to reach out. So, you can reach out in 2 weeks' time, but you'll just wait 2 weeks and then you'll follow up with them, and you will start collecting those reviews once the book is published. So once the book is published, you reach out to them saying, hey, my book is published. I hope you liked my book. This is the link to Amazon. If you can leave a quick review, that'll be amazing. So that is what you do. Then we start the launch process. So we have the book on a 5-day promotion. Okay. And then from there, so again, the 5-day free promotion is really just to give that 5 extra days for those ARC reviewers, right, to leave a review, because not everybody will leave a review immediately. Also, the review takes time to show up, like a couple days on Amazon. Most people you have to follow up many, many times, and that is why we want that 5 extra days to collect those reviews. Another thing is the free promotion will get you a lot of free downloads, which can turn into organic reviews as well. Okay. By the way, what's up, Taufik? I see you in the comments. So yeah, so that is why we do that. But once you're done with, well, hopefully by the end of the 5-day free promotion, right, you will get enough reviews, which typically we're looking for 10 to 15 reviews in the beginning is what we want, at least to start running ads. But at minimum, we want 5. Okay, 5 reviews. The reason why we want 5 reviews minimum is because after the free promotion, we're going to move forward into the 99-cent paid period. Okay, so once the free promotion is done, your book is going to change to the paid book again, and we priced the book at 99 cents earlier, right? So it's going to be at 99 cents. Again, this is to get as many sales as possible. So this is when you're going to start marketing your book, running Amazon ads. So you start your Amazon ads as well as any other marketing methods to get that sales. Now, how do you get sales if you don't have an audience? Okay, so if you do have an audience, again, if you have an email list, it's as simple as sending one email, okay, or multiple of email, because it's the launch. We can email them like 3 times. And that's why you want to build up your email list. But if you don't have an email list, then again, it's going to be a little bit of a grind, but you can, post in different Facebook groups, social media channels. Not as effective, but you can collect some reviews. Collect some sales there. But you can also leverage other people's email list. If you don't have your own email list, you can leverage other people's email list. How do you do that? Well, there are book promotion sites that you can Google it and find different book promotion sites. That is essentially a huge list of people who expressed interest in getting a discounted book deal. Okay, so the whole, like, everybody who signed up to these book promotion site list is those who literally said, I would want to be informed when a new book or when a discounted book on whatever niche is available. So if they express interest in romance fiction, they'll be in the romance fiction list. If they express interest in business and money, then they'll be in the business and money niche. So you can literally pay the owner of the promo site however much they set the price to, and then you can have your book blasted in front of those people who literally expressed interest, right? So that is what you can do to collect 99-cent sales, and also from Amazon ads too. Now, a mix of both is good. A mix of both is best, because promo sites is really a short-term strategy to get that initial boost. But in the long run, Amazon ads is what's going to get you the ongoing consistent sales. So that is why mixing both and doing both is good, but that is what you want to do. Okay, so now we're going through the 99-cent period. How many sales should you get? I don't know, because it depends on the keyword again, right? If you're in a very low competitive keyword, then couple sales is enough to get you on page 1, or maybe you're already on page 1 the moment you published. If you're in a high competitive keyword, maybe you got to get a ton of sales to get on page 1. So how many sales? I have no idea. Okay, if you're in high content though, aim for like 100, 200 sales average. Okay, and if not, that's okay. If you don't reach that, that's completely fine, because once you switch your book to full price after the launch, you can still keep gathering the sales and slowly move your book up there. So again, the launch is not the end all be all, but it's very helpful if you do it properly in the beginning. Okay, so let's see if there's anything else. How long should you do the 99-cent period? Well, 1 week to 2 week is around the best and typically what people do. Even though the new release boost for Amazon is 30 days, nobody really does 30 days of launch. That's too long. There's no scarcity when you're marketing a book to people and you're telling them, hey, this book is on a discount, get it while it lasts, and how long it lasts is freaking 30 days, then there's no urgency to that, right? So that's another reason why. But another thing is just, it's very expensive to market your book like that, like how you market it at launch, at 99 cents for 30 days straight. Okay, so that's why people usually do 1 to 2 weeks. And one more thing to note is you're probably not going to be making profit in the first 1 to 2 weeks, because your book is priced very low and you're making very little royalties. And that's okay, because it's normal, right? You're investing in your book's future success by ranking your book higher and doing that. So, and getting reviews too. So that's what you do basically. So once the launch is done after 1 to 2 weeks, oh man, acid reflux. Once the launch is done after 1 to 2 weeks, then you can go and price your book to whatever normal price that you thought of, right? So on Kindle, it can be $2.99, $3.99, $4.99. Look at your competition and see what's like the average. And if you feel like your book is better than them, you can price it higher. If you feel like your book is not as good as them, you can price it lower. Try and be the average though. Unless you're a premium product, then you can price it higher, which is the best. Then for the paperback side, it can be $12.99, $13.99, $14.99. That's what I usually start with. For low content, aim for $7.99, $8.99, $9.99. A little on the higher end. I don't really like $5.99 is crazy to me. You barely make any money. So anyways, you go full price, and then from there, what do? Well, you keep running Amazon ads and keep promoting it, because that's never going to end, right? You're never going to launch it, rank it, and then stop promoting it and just make money from organic traffic. What's going to happen is your book's slowly going to die out, because first of all, your competition is running Amazon ads consistently, and they're consistently getting sales and reviews, and they're sending Amazon that good signal, right? And if you stop doing that, well, eventually Amazon's going to see, like, Amazon's going to see that, hey, Sean's book stopped getting sales, or it has very slow sales because it's relying on just organic. But this other book is getting a ton of sales and a ton of reviews consistently, right? So why don't we rank this higher, because obviously this is selling more. So they're going to slowly drop you and replace you. So that's why consistent sales is important, or ongoing sales is important. But the good thing is now you can market your book with Amazon ads while being profitable, because your book price is higher now. You're making higher royalties. So now you can go into marketing it while taking a profit. Okay. So that is the complete overview of book launch. And in terms of steps, step by step, how to do it, what to look out for, those kind of things. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. And I do have one question in the comment by Alexander. My new Audible book is under review. Could you please touch on audiobook launch? Yeah, good question. Since we're talking about launch, so audiobook launch is a little different. I'm not quite sure if they have a 30-day boost like with Amazon, or if they simply rank book based on relevancy and sales at any given time. But with audiobook, it's a little trickier, because you can't really run ads to Audible, right? There is no ads to Audible at the moment. There's only ad to Amazon. And you can run ads to your Amazon listing and hoping that people will click over to the audiobook section of the product page and then purchase it, which will happen. And that's why Amazon ads will help with Audible sales too. But I'm sure it's a very small percentage of people actually switching over and buying, right? So it's not very a direct way. Another way, if you want a direct way, is you can actually run BookBub ads. So if you go to BookBub, there's actually a ad platform that you can sign up there, promoting your book to people in BookBub. And they actually have a way to send your book directly to your Audible listing. So basically you can run a audiobook ads. Okay. So that's very cool. It's something that I've never really tested. I knew it existed, but haven't really done it. So you will have to go and test it, but that is the only paid ad way, except for Facebook ads. Obviously you can do that, but again, Facebook ads is expensive. So how else would you market it? Well, with Audible, it's more so just giving out promo codes, because once you publish a book, you get 50 promotion codes, right? That you can pass out. And those promotion codes count as sales. Audible views this as sales when you pass it out. So that means if you pass out 50 codes and people redeem the book 50 times, then you have 50 sales essentially, which is a good enough amount to boost your book up. So how do you pass out these promo codes? Going back to it, if you have an email list, it's as simple as sending one email, and you will, and ask them, hey guys, my audiobook is live. I get 50 promotion codes from Audible that allows me to give out this book for free. So I want to give the book for free to you guys. Just respond back if you're interested. Actually, let me retract. So Audible allows you to, going back to the script, right? Audible allows me to give out 50 promo codes, or give out my books for free in exchange for a review. So with Audible, you can change the wording a little bit. You can say, you want a review, because that's allowed, right? So in exchange for a review, if you guys are interested, just respond back to this email and let me know if you are in the US or the UK, because we get two different promo codes. So people in the US has to redeem the US promo code, and people in the UK have to redeem a UK promo code. Okay, so that's why we tell them respond back US or UK. Once they respond back, you will send them the promo code, and then you follow up 2 weeks later. That's it. Same as usual with the ARC readers. But if you don't have an email list, then once again, it's going to be a little bit of grind, but that's just how it is. If you don't have an audience, there's no way around grinding, right? So that is why you want to build up your audience, as quickly as possible. But with the grinding way of doing it, you can also go into Facebook groups, same process, right? Saying, hey guys, my audiobook just went live. I can give it out for free in exchange for a review. Well, I would love to give it out for free in exchange for a review. Let me know if you're interested. People will start commenting on the post, and you can talk to them and send it out. Another way is, actually, I think that's the only way. I'm sorry. There is a audiobook promotion sites as well. So it's called Audiobook Boom, and also Get Free Audible Codes or something .com. But these sites, where if you look up audiobook promotion code or promo sites, I'm sure you'll find it. But you can essentially pay them again, and they have a list of Audible listeners that you can promote your book to. So that is something you can do, although the effectiveness of those promo sites is a little low. It's hit or miss a lot of times. So that's why email list is the best way, and also Facebook group is the second best way, in my opinion. Now, what I like to do, if you guys hear the construction noise, sorry about that. They're doing construction literally right next door. But what I like to do, kind of more of an advanced thing, but I get people into my email list, and from there I sign up to Booksprout. Booksprout now has a Audible review section where you can upload all your promotion codes, so that people can download it automatically. So you don't have to give it out manually every single time, which is amazing because you save a lot of time. So I upload my promo codes there on Booksprout, and then I send people from my email list to Booksprout to download it. So every time a book is live, okay, so every time a book is live, I tell them, in the email that, hey, my book is live. You can download it here, send in the Booksprout link. And then I don't even have to tell them to leave a review. I do, but I don't have to, because Booksprout will automatically require them to leave a review after they, read it or listen to it. And Booksprout will do all the follow-ups and all the reminding and all the tracking and giving out promo codes. So I do like Booksprout, and that's kind of the easy way of passing out the codes. So I guess that's the two ways of marketing it. Now, you might be asking, what about paperback books, right? Or actually, we can talk about two more things: paperback launch and low content launch. Because with the whole, ebook to 99 cent and book promo sites, most of the book promo sites is just for ebooks. It doesn't apply to paperback. So what about paperbacks, right? What do you do? Well, the whole process is similar, right? You just price your book a little low in the beginning. You try to get as much sales as possible, but book promo sites doesn't really apply to paperback. So what can you do? Well, it's just really Amazon ads. So you just keep running ads to your paperback, and once it starts gathering momentum, the BSR drops, right? You start getting reviews, then you slowly raise your price as you continue to gather more sales. So that is what you do with paperback. It's the same as low content book too. Low content, most likely you cannot use book promo sites. So what do? Well, you price the book low in the beginning, run Amazon ads, get those sales and reviews. All right, you're probably going to be taking a loss in the beginning because your ads will probably not be profitable because your book price is too low to make any money. But that's okay, because you're going to be making money in the future, right, after the launch. So once you do so, drop your price for the low content book, start running ads. And for low content, it's not really a 1 week, 2 week, 3 week thing. It's an ongoing thing. So once your book starts gathering reviews, then you slowly raise the price. That is pretty much the same as paperback, right? Yeah, and then it's really an ongoing thing, because you keep doing that, and once your book gets to like 100 reviews, as an example, then you can increase your price even more, get the premium pricing, make those high royalties, the profit margin increases, and then your life will be a lot better. All right, so Bito, can we still send the ACX codes to VAs? I know that a lot of people do it, but I don't do it, and I'm not sure. I mean, it's technically black hat, right? It's technically a black hat strategy to use VAs to, if you're talking about VAs that actually have multiple Amazon account to redeem promo codes and leave a review, then that is actually against the guideline, as we all know, right? But people in the black hat publishing community, they'll do it, still. And ACX doesn't really know the difference, although they're trying to make it harder and harder. So I'm not going to judge or anything for those who are doing it, but the goal should always be to move towards building your email list, because this is the thing with black hat strategy, right, that I see over the years. There's a ton of loopholes and these strategies that people use, and it usually works in the short term, and people make a ton of money, which tempts other people to also try it and make a ton of money, and that's great. But the thing is, Amazon, Audible, they usually figure out a way to prevent people from doing it. Like, the whole point of people having to purchase $50 or more to even leave a review on Amazon is because people were doing review swapping on Amazon, right? And Audible too, we started getting 200 promo codes in the beginning, and now it's only 50, and then another 50 once you make a certain amount of verified purchases. And the reason why they're asking you to have enough verified purchase to give you another 50 is because so many people redeem the promo codes with VAs. So that's why, I mean, you got to do what you got to do to those who are doing black hat stuff. But at the end, right, it's going to stop working eventually. Right now, people are still doing it if you're asking ACX codes to VAs. Like, I see it all the time. But eventually, you should use those initial sales that you're getting from using those strategy and build your email list, because once the strategy stops working, you will have something to fall back to, right? Because over the years, I see a lot of people who just relied on that, one loophole strategy, and basically they leave publishing, because after Amazon make the change, their business basically dies, and they don't know other ways to make money from Amazon. So that is why slowly always move towards the direction of white hat, I guess. But to answer your question directly, yeah, I see it all the time. So I'm assuming it's still allowed, or it's not allowed, but people still do it. And Jennifer, how do you launch an audiobook? So I actually touched this earlier in the call, but I can talk about it again. So basically, there is no direct way to run Amazon ads, right? Because there's no Audible ads going on. So if you want a direct way to launch an audiobook, you can use BookBub ads, because BookBub does give you an option to run ads to audiobook directly. So that's something you can do, but it is expensive. Okay. I'm getting a lot of reflux going on. But anyways, so with BookBub, you can run ads directly to audiobooks, and you can definitely test it out. I see people do it, and some people, some big publishers do it, but I believe they need a pretty high budget for that. Now, the easiest way and the most simple way is to give out your promo codes once your book is live, because your promotion codes redemption counts as sales in Audible's eyes. That's facts. Like they confirmed it. So basically, every time people redeem a promo code, it counts as a sale. So if you have people redeem 50 codes, then that's 50 sales, which is enough to typically rank your book on page one. So that is why you want to, pass out the promo codes as fast as possible once your book is live. And how do you do that? Well, if you have an email list, you can send them an email and ask them if they're interested in listening to the book for free in exchange for a review. So it's as simple as that. If you don't have an email list, then obviously you have to go to Facebook groups or any other social media channels or any other way and grind it out. So ask people, hey guys, I got a new audiobook. I can give it out for free in exchange for a review. Let me know if you're interested. Comment below. People will start commenting. And then you have to give out the codes one by one. Okay? So that's just how it is. In life, you have to invest either time or money, right? If you don't have an email list, then you'll have to invest time to get the results. And you can also invest money if you want to by skipping the time investment by using Audible promo sites like audiobookboom.com. But those sites isn't as effective as having your own email list or your Facebook groups. Okay, so again, the goal is to build your audience. It will always be the end goal. But hopefully that answers your question. And I'm sure you knew that already. It's passing out your promo codes. That's pretty much all there is to audiobook. With audiobook, the way you rank your book and all that is fairly simple. You just need a good book that gathers reviews, right? And you want to go into a keyword that is not that competitive, because even more than Amazon, once your book is on the Audible search results, like let's say, once your book is like page 1 on Audible, it's very, very, very hard to move that book out of page 1. Once it's stuck, it's going to keep getting organic sales, keep getting, reviews. And it's very hard for the new book to compete with it, because the new book, the only thing they can do is 50 promo codes. That's it, right? So say if you have a book on page 1 on Audible in a really good keyword with hundreds of reviews, a new book can't really compete with you because all they can do is max 50 reviews. That's it. So, and they cannot run ads or anything. So with Amazon, even if you have a competitor with more reviews, there's so many ways to gather reviews and so many ways to gather sales with Amazon ads that you can compete with them, no problem. But with Audible, it's pretty hard at the moment, although it's not impossible, right? You can have a better cover, those kind of thing, and hopefully people click on your book more than your competition, but it's tricky. So finding good low competition keyword is what typically comes down to with Audible, and passing on your promo codes. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know in the chat. If not, I will be ending the call in a couple minutes here. But yeah, this is a weekly thing that I do. So next week, I don't know, we can talk about low content versus high content. That's a topic I haven't covered. We can talk about book covers. What do you guys want me to touch on? If you have any ideas, let me know in the comments, because we've already talked about keyword research, Amazon ads, book marketing, email list, reviews, and now book launch. So, oh yeah, I can talk about what makes a book high quality too. That's a good one. Cool. So if there's no question, then I'll be ending the call in about 1 minute. Lisa, mahalo for your time. I think you're from Hawaii. That's it's really nice to meet somebody else also from Hawaii. I gotta get back to my family, and I've actually never explored Kauai or Maui, so I gotta go check it out. Um, but yeah, enjoy the replay and anytime. So basically the time zone, right? Just so you guys are aware, it's 8 a.m. Bali time, which is 8 p.m. Eastern time. And if you're in California or something, I think it's like 5 p.m. I think is the time every Wednesday for people in the US, every Thursday for me, or every Thursday morning, every Wednesday afternoon for people. Okay. And Alexander, how to do second launch to revive the book? Yeah, good question. So if you want the new book boost again, then you will have to unpublish and republish a book. Now, if you do this too many times, then Amazon will not like it because they're going to see you as just abusing the algorithm of getting the new book boost. But you do it a couple times here and there, no problem. So you basically create a new listing on the KDP, republish a book, and then unpublish the first one and call the second one the second edition. What's going to happen is you can transfer the reviews over from the first version to the second one, right? Just by emailing KDP. But at the same time, you'll get the new book boost, so you can go through the whole launch process again. Now, if you don't want to do that, and if you just want to slowly revive the book, then all you got to do is keep running Amazon ads and keep going through the launch again. So you will basically, even if it's like months after the book is published, you can still go through the same process. Collect reviews from the ARCs. I'm sorry, not ARCs, but collect reviews in general, and put your book on a free promotion, right? Put your book on a 99 cent after that, or you can do Kindle Countdown deal and just skip the free promotion, put your book in 99 cent. But then you start gathering, you can still use the book promo site, still run Amazon ads, gather those sales at 99 cent, and then put it back to full price. Typically, that's what big publishers do. If you see a lot of big publishers that's very, very successful, even if they have a very successful book with like thousands of reviews, they periodically put their book at 99 cent to get like ramp it up again. I see it all the time. I just saw one a couple of days ago from someone I know that has like thousands of reviews, and they went from $9.99, which is their Kindle price, to 99 cent to get a ton of sales. So that is how you do it. And yeah, so for those who are watching this on YouTube, because I'm going to upload this on YouTube, make sure to join the Facebook group, and you can ask questions directly. You can even just post a question in the Facebook group. I typically answer it. And yeah, you also get the case study bonus just by joining. But for this call, I will end it here. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you find it valuable. If you're watching the replay, how's it going? And hope you enjoy the call.